Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this battle is already underway. There wasn't any start, so I suspect that may be because the program was late in loading into the computer. But what we've got here is an AMX 13105 AM mle.50. This is the Tier 5 French SPG, and we're on the west spawn of Windstorm. Now, the name of the commander is Windows Seat 74, and he sent this replay into us, and we're interested to do the replay for him. Okay, he's looking for a target. Found one straight away. Okay, this is on the just north of the maze. Okay, T3485. He's dialing in the aim. Just wants to get it right. He's got a good enough red line there on him. Round out. Went long. Now, that's perfectly acceptable for this particular Arty, because it does actually have the unfortunate point of sometimes missing target even when it's perfectly dialed in. And he gets a good hit there on that box tank, the SU-100Y. It's quite a nasty TD, but he gets a very nice hit on it, and that is very useful because the SU-100Y is a Tier 6 and he's firing a Tier 5 Arty, and his hit there was absorbed by the target, but so I think he's still there. Oh, that one, no, he's not there now. So he's got two shots into him, but we don't know how much the second shot did because he was unsighted at the time. Right, AMX 1375, he's in defilade. We can't hit him, he's behind that rock. Oh, he's come out of the rock now. In fact, they're poking their noses around the corner, which will make them perfect targets if they keep doing that. But the enemy Arty has been spotted. It's a gorilla, and he's right up on top of the cliff. Let the aim dial in perfectly. You don't want to miss this. Rounds out. Oh, just fell behind him. Now the gorilla's going to know. Yes, he's moving. He knows that he was targeted. And so he's going to relocate himself. In fact, there's two enemy Arty in this game, an M44 and a gorilla. But it looks like he's going to go for the Stug now. Dialing in the aim. Rounds out. And that lands just in front of him. Does some stun damage, 5 hit points. And then the Stug's gone down, so he's out of the game. Right, we've got a T3485, and he's getting close, actually. Just crossing the river at the moment. Now, he's going to have to deal with it soon, otherwise he's going to be in visual range of Winter Seat. Oh, some very fruity language going on in chat. Okay, dialing in on the Churchill again. That round landed just behind him. Should be able to get him this time, so long as he stays where he is. Rounds out. Oh, it is, and he got a hit right on the engine bay on that one, so that's useful. Waiting for the reload to go through. Oh, he's lost sight of it, but he can keep firing. And he hit the target. So he's got some more hit points off that Churchill. Now, I would carry on firing at the same spot, because the Churchill might still be there. No, the Churchill's not there anymore. Okay. Scores 7-7 at the moment. Oh, that T-34 turned over. He's on his side. Oh, he's a perfect target for somebody. But he's in defilade, so Windows Seat can't get him from here. But I wonder, he's aiming for that Crusader, but he's just over a hill there at the moment, a ridgeline. So it's going to be difficult to hit him. You see, we've got a red line every time we try to put the reticule on. But he went up to the ridgeline top, and Windows Seat got a shot into him. And he stunned him as well. Now, that's unusual because the AMX 105 has only got a 10.5 centimeter howitzer. Oh, he got him that time! 96 hit points. Put the shell right into the Crusader. Ended his game. Now, they're one tank ahead at the moment. But we know that that gorilla's still there. And... or is it? Yes, it is. They got the M44. But we're looking for the gorilla. Now the thing is that Windows Seat's got a teammate who's in an M44, but he's quite a bit of a noob, you could say. He's been inexperienced. He's only got a 47% win rate. Ah, right, SU-152, and he's just taken out RM4A3E2. Rounds out. And that landed on the front. It only did 7 hit points, but it certainly let that SU-152 know that there's somebody aiming at him. And the box tank is up on that rise. He's fired around in there blind. Unfortunately, they lost the Crusader's actually taken out the Gorilla, but we lost the person who was spotting the box tank and the 152, so we've lost sight of them for the moment. There's one of them. Okay, it's been spotted. Oh yes, it's the box tank. And he's lining him up for a shot. Stay behind cover, just spot. Okay, he's dialing in the aim, trying to get it right. You've got to work out where he's going to be. Fire the round in afterwards. Okay, that went long, and he didn't put enough lead on it. You've got to put enough lead, thinking, working out how far away it is, how many seconds flight time you're going to have. Now we know the 152 is in that vicinity, but we can't see them at the moment. Now our two teammates, the one in the north passage is KV-1. The one in the south passage is, I think, a T-71. And he's tried a speculative shot near the church, but that didn't work. He's got plenty of ammo, 16 rounds should be enough. But if I was him, I would actually relocate, because it's probably better to get closer to your target. We know that these two TDs are going to stay near the North Passage area to protect each other. The enemy does have a light tank as well, an ELC, and he's quite a good player. He's got 2 kills already. Still nothing in sight. You also need to do, when you're playing, you need to work out where you think the enemy tank would be. Put your mind in the mind of your opponent to work out where he's going to be and where he's likely to be sighted by your team. Now the KV-1 thinks that the ELC is headed in this direction. There's the box tank. Okay, he's in defilade at the moment, can't hit him. Got a red line. But he's hitting. Oh, and he's been taken out the game, so that's useful. Now the KV-1 thinks the ELC is headed towards our cap. If so, Windows Seat's going to have to think quickly about possibly doing a shotgun. There's the SU-152, and he's obviously moving up to take a shot at the KV-1. Rounds out. Oh, it landed on the back of him, and it stunned him. Now, 10.5 centimeter shells normally don't stun, but he must have got a good shot in there. Right onto the engine bay. Fires another round in. And it just lands short of his rear. The good thing about the AMX 13105 is it does have a fairly quick reload. He's loaded. Rounds out. Now he needs to work out where it's going to be and then put the shell in advance. It might be there, I'm not so sure. That 152 is going to be hiding behind that rock because he's worried that the KV-1's going to be coming around the corner. So he's going to be sitting in ambush around that corner. So you've got to work out where the KV-1's going to be and where the SU-152 would go. He's gone around the other side. I think he's trying to engage the T-71. But he's worried that the KV-1's going to come around the corner. So he's now set himself up in an ambush position on the other corner. And the T-71's come over the top. Now that's going to worry him. He's probably going to pivot on the spot. Oh, that shell came in and took him out. Lovely. But now we've got to worry about the ELC. We've lost sight of him temporarily. But there's the Churchill as well. The reason we lost sight was because the T-71 went into the river to avoid being hit, and that round goes into the Churchill 7. Both Artys are attacking the same tank. We've lost sight of the ELC. Of course, the KV-1 was taken down, so it's basically at this end, it's only one light tank versus a heavy and a light, and his two Artys supporting him. Oh, that one landed short. You know, the ELC is going to be the biggest problem because it's so manoeuvrable. Now, he's probably going to come around the corner. No. Another thing I would suggest, and you could take this on board, is that sometimes it's better to be a little further out so you can see a bit more of the scenery. As it is at the moment, you're only looking at a tiny portion of the map. You need to look at a bigger portion of the map to actually get a handle on what the scenery looks like. And there's the ELC. Okay, he's lining him up for a shot, but he's turning. He's trying to pivot and come back on the T-71. Meanwhile, the Churchill's probably going to be trying to get round to flank him. Okay. Line him up for a shot. It's going to come close to the T-71. Rounds out. No. We've only got 4 rounds left. The Churchill's... Oh, we can't see the Churchill at the moment. Rounds out on the ELC. Oh, just short. He's only got 3 rounds left now. Window seat's going to run out of ammo if he's not careful. The thing is, this dance is not going to stop until one of them is tracked. And the ELC has now been tracked. Now, can Window seat get around into him? No, he can't get around into him before he's... killed. He's only got 1 round left now. 1 round left. There's the LC's gone down. Okay, T-71's taken him out. Now it's just the Churchill 7. Got to find him and put a round into him. But Window seat's only got 1 round left. Now, where is he? There he is. Okay, dial him in. He's stationary. He's got very low health. It's a very difficult shot. He's in defilade, but he can do it. And there's the T-71's been taken out. Oh my God, he took him out with 1 shot left. That's a Fadin's medal. Amazing. He fired just as the Churchill 7 started moving, but he had a perfect solution. You could see the red line over the tank, not on the ground behind the tank, but on the actual tank, which meant the shell, if it was dialed in fully, and it was going to fly straight and true, and it went straight into the Churchill's rear as he pulled away, and he had low enough health that it took him out. Now, let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Well, it's a first-class tanker for Windows Seat 74 in the AMX 13105 mle.50, and he also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. And he picked up a Fadin's medal. Of course, he took out that Churchill 7 with his last shell in his inventory and won the battle. And that's a Fadin's medal. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he came 3rd on damage, 1,065 hit points. He was beaten by his M44 partner, who didn't actually get any kills, but did an awful lot of damage. And of course, the KV-1 who was killed in the end did actually get 2,224. But when it came to kills, he came top with 3 kills, joint top with the Crusader. And when it came to base XP, he was 3rd with 624. He fired all 34 rounds in his magazine. He had 11 hits, 11 penetrations. He did 4 splash damage. He did 1065 hit points of damage at more than 300 meters. He hit 5 of the enemy but killed 3 of them, and he also did 78 hit points of damage assistance. He, on a premium account, he earned 24,837 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he had 18,377 credits spare, and he received 936 experience points, but it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he took away 1,872. So, very good battle, and apparently this was his first ever Fadin's medal, and in an Arty. I know a lot of players who've actually scored their Fadin's medal in tanks like the T67, because it does have such a low ammunition load, but does have the ability to take out tanks almost with one shot. But normally, if you're going to get a Fadin's medal in an Arty, it will be in the SU5, which has got only 12 rounds, so very, very low ammunition load. But to get it in this particular Arty with a high ammunition load means that you were very busy during the battle. So well done, Windows Seat 74. That's a very good replay, and thanks for sending it in. And if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.